Hello everyone, it is me, Cronox, and today I'm going to be making a tour review of my entire Synapsid, Crocodile Morph, and Crocodilian collection. Now you might be wondering, why are Crocodile Morphs, Crocodilians, and Synapsids all in one video? The answer is because Mattel didn't make enough of them. So there's your answer. Also because I said so. So first off, we got Postosuchus. This was a Triassic animal that was able to walk on two legs. It was a crocodilomorph. I think it's a crocodilomorph. And here it is compared to a human while standing up. Here it is compared to a human while standing like a normal crocodilomorph. Here it is compared to a raptor. Here it is compared to Triceratops. Here it is compared to the T-Rex. Now, next up, we got the famous Dimetrodon. Now, just like the Postosuchus, Dimetrodon, and all the other creatures I'm going to be reviewing today, except for the T-Rex, Triceratops, and Velociraptor. This one is not a dinosaur. It's actually a lot closer to mammals, like us, because it's called a synapsid. Now, this creature lived actually before dinosaurs. So Dimetrodon lived before the dinosaurs. It was like Velociraptor, T-Rex, and Triceratops. So, yeah, it's a lot more ancient because it was a early Permian animal. I think it was an early Permian animal. Like I said, I'm not really much of an expert of synapsids, crocodilians, and crocodilomorphs. So you can press this button down here to give it some battle wounds. You know, move its legs. You can move its head. You can move its jaw. So yeah, that's Dimetrodon. Now next up we have my favorite synapsid, Inostancevia. Inostancevia, aka Gorgonopsids, were the first ever saber-tooths. As you can see here, if I open its mouth up, you can see these large saber teeth. So it's kind of similar to that of a Smilodon, but I would compare it to a Smilodon if Mattel made a Smilodon, because, well, they really should make a Smilodon, considering that it would probably sell well instead of dinosaurs that which you can peel the skin off of, like whatever the heck they're trying to do now. So yeah, here it is compared to a no, I can't stand back up. Good. Now here it is compared to a raptor. Here it is compared to Triceratops. Here it is compared to a Tyrannosaurus. Here it is compared to Postosuchus. Here it is compared to a Dimetrodon. And yeah, that's Inostancevia. Now, next up we got, oh, and also, this, I forgot to mention that Gorgonopsid was a late Permian animal. I forgot to mention that. So, yeah. Okay, so next up we got Sarcosuchus. Now, it might look like a crocodile, but it's actually a crocodilomorph. Its head kind of resembles that of a gharial, as you can see. So, this was a early Cretaceous animal that probably lived around Africa, alongside I think it lived in Africa. Did it live in Africa? I don't know. You guys should comment that down below if it did or didn't live in Africa. So yeah. So you can press this button here on the tail. You can make its head thrash. You can make its jaw close. And just like modern day crocodiles, Sarcosuchus was probably a stealth or an ambush predator. It would have waited in the water and attack its prey. And yes, it can also do this. So here it is compared to a raptor. Here it is compared to a triceratops. And here it is compared to a T-Rex. And as you can see here, the size is probably a bit inaccurate. Given that Sarcosuchus might have been a lot larger. But, yeah, that's Sarcosuchus. And next up, we got Purussaurus. Now, this one, I think, lived after the dinosaurs. Actually, yeah, it did live after the dinosaurs in the Eocene era, the Cenozoic. Because, well, you know, they should make more Cenozoic creatures. Like Smilodon, no, I already mentioned Smilodon, mammoths, giant ground sloths, woolly rhinos, Elasmotherium, Megalodon, like that would work well. That would work well more than whatever they're trying to make now. With those mutant hybrid freaks. So here it is compared to human. And as you can see here, it can open its mouth with like moving its tail back and forth or side to side. And there's not really much posability for this guy, unfortunately, which is kind of the only downside to it. So yeah, that's Purussaurus. Now here it is compared to a raptor. Here it is compared to a triceratops. Here it is compared to a T-Rex. Here it is compared to a Postosuchus. Here it is compared to a Dimetrodon. Here it is compared to an Inostancevia. And here it is compared to a Sarcosuchus. So yeah, that's my entire Crocodilomorph, and Synapsid collection. I really hope they make Dinosuchus, because that's my favorite crocodilian. Or giant crocodilian. So, yeah, that's the end of today's video. Bye-bye.